Today's episode, we are talking about skincare and well-being as we take you guys through a live facial experience where we talk about skin concerns, skin types, and why a facial is beneficial for glowing skin. So sit down, relax, and enjoy. Hi, how are you?
Fine, thanks. And how are you, Samantha?
I'm good. So what are we doing today? What type of facial are we conducting?
So today we are doing LED facial. Some people call it LED, but it's LED.
And what type of skin concerns does this facial target?
So LED facial targets the hyperpigmented skin. If someone have got hyperpigmentation, if someone have got dull skin, if someone have got acne, it's also good for healing. Someone with inflammation, sometimes when you have cystical acne or nodules and all, it's a good treatment to do. Yeah.
Any contraindications that restrict the treatment?
All I can say is if you're someone who's asthmatic, you need to let us know before we start the treatment. As you can see that you're going to be using the facial steamer. So when you're using the facial steamer and someone is asthmatic, they might suffocate during the treatment. So we need to know how severe it is, if it needs us to do the steaming or not. Obviously, someone with open scars, they are not eligible to do this type of facial.
Good to know.
Okay. So I'm going to start. Before I asked my client to lie down here, I just had a bit of consultation with her, and I was just asking if she knows her skin type. She said she doesn't really know her skin type, but she thinks she's got combination skin. So, which is the main reason or what made me to choose a cleanser that is actually closer to the combination skin, or that might help her. So today I'm going to be using a cleanser that I've got salicylic acid as a main ingredient. So what salicylic acid do to the skin, it helps to deep cleanse the skin as well as unclogging the pores. So that is the main reason why I am using the salicylic acid cleanser, because my client said her skin is a bit combination, so meaning to say it will be secreting oils. So as it will be secreting oils, we need to unclog the pores.
Okay.
Yeah. So as you can see, I'm starting from here. I believe my client is wondering, I'm here for a facial, and now this person is now touching my chest and all. Our facial will start from the décolleté, because we don't want her to have different skin types or to have different colors. So whatever that you apply on your face, you should always make sure that you also apply it on your décolleté area.
I see you're applying another cleanser. Why are you double cleansing?
So it's always important that even if you're at home, you double cleanse your skin, because we'll be trying to remove the excess dirty. With just one cleanser, your skin might not be as clean as we would wish it to be. So when you do double cleanse, we'll be sure that the skin is completely clean. So here, if you come for a facial and we are doing a double cleanse, we would want to make sure that before we start our skin analysis, your skin is completely clean. There is nothing that is going to hinder us from getting the correct results. So that's why we are doing a double cleanse. And it's always advisable that you need to do it as well. Every time when you're washing your face, when you're cleansing your face, always do a double cleanse.
So even in the morning, double cleanse, in the
Yes.
evening, double cleanse?
Yes, you do it with your hands. We don't recommend you to use a towel, because at some point when you use a towel, you wouldn't know whether your towel is clean or it's not. You might end up spreading the bacteria to your skin, as well as sagging your skin. So you need to make sure that you are using your hands to double cleanse in the morning and in the evening.
I see you have another product now. What are you doing to the face and what are you using?
Okay, so now I want to tone my client's skin. So this toner that I'm holding here, the main ingredients on this toner is salicylic acid. Salicylic acid helps, like I've just mentioned, that it helps to unclog the pores, and as well as centella for skin healing. So toning helps to remove the excess dirty. Remember, we double cleansed, but we want to make sure that our client's skin is clean. At the same time, we are minimizing pores, in as much as most people say, yeah, this one doesn't, yeah, but pores, it minimizes the pores. It also helps in pH balance. As we all know that the pH balance for the human being should be ranging from 4.5 to 5.5. The acid mantle that protects your skin from the germs, from the diseases. So, yeah.
Yeah, I can see that there is dirt coming out even after 2 cleanses.
Yes,
I didn't know a toner was necessary.
It's very necessary. Even if you are at home or you are here for a facial, you just need to make sure that you add toner in your treatments or in your skincare routine. Yeah. So as you can see, our cotton pads, in as much as we did the double cleanse, we can still see some dirt that was remaining, that was on the face. So we made sure that when you're using a toner, you will be removing even the remains. Okay.
So now that we're done with toning, what's the next step to this treatment?
So after the toning, the next step to the treatment is skin analysis. Remember, I said the time my client came here, I asked her about his skin type. She said she doesn't know. So the skin analysis helps our client to be able to identify a skin type, as well as knowing the skin concerns. So as I'll be doing the skin analysis here, I will be just telling my client what I'm observing, and also I would be checking with my client if she's aware of what I'm observing. If she says yes, then at the end of this analysis, we are going to come up with a conclusion and the products that we can use, as I'll be advising her based on what I would have seen on your skin.
Okay.
So now that the skin is dry, and just because we have stripped everything, we have stripped the oils, we have taken out the dirt, we are going to be able to come up with accurate results based on the analysis mag lamp that we are using today. So as you can see now, I would start with what I'm seeing now. I can see that my client is sort of developing the skin tags. The skin tags, these look like they're tags. Have you ever checked, client, that you're developing skin tags?
Yes.
You know that, right? Okay, number 2 is I'm seeing a bit of hyperpigmentation that is here on the forehead, as well as on this area, the chin area, as well as on the top of your mouth. There's hyperpigmentation there that is developing. And the other thing that I'm seeing, I can see a beauty spot here. I don't know what I call it. A beauty spot here. And the super vellus hairs, she's got facial hairs, what we call facial hairs. They are just all over her face. And my client has got let me see, can I call this milia? I can't really say it's milia, because milia is mostly associated with dry skin, but I can see that her pores are clogged, so this can't be milia. what I can say is she's developing some sebaceous filaments on a T-zone, her nose area, and just under the eyes. Yeah. So what could be the main reason why you are developing some sebaceous filaments under the eyes and on your nose area is because your skin is secreting oils around that area. So the other thing that I'm seeing is I'm seeing these white patches. They look like the skin is becoming dry, too dry. But there are areas that are dry and there are areas that are oily. So I would definitely agree with her to say this skin type is a combination skin because as you can see the signs of your skin, it's oily. The cheek areas, just from here, it's oily, it's oily, it's oily. Then if you come on the forehead, it's oily as well. But if you come here where, like closer to your mouth, you can see that it's a bit dry. So that could be maybe the main reason why she is dull around that area, because when the skin is dry, one of the characteristics that we may see of the dry skin is skin dullness, because there is no moisture content there.
Okay. And most people, they don't know the importance of skin analysis. They've never done a skin analysis in their lives. Why is this important? Like, why do people need to have a skin analysis?
So all I can say is skin analysis is one of the most things that you need to do before you even buy any product, because the skin analysis is what guides you to the products that you would want to use. Because some people, they just try, you see someone applying Tiff Glow product,
trying and say it's not working.
Yes, you go in and buy that product, and at the end of the day it won't work for you. Then you come back and say their products, they don't work, you have tried it. Then you go around bad mouthing the product, not knowing that you are applying the wrong product So you need to know your skin type. When you know your skin type, you'll be guided to know which products and how to treat your skin at the end of the day.
And this is affordable?
Very affordable. Like actually when you come for a facial, we can actually do this for free. But if you just want to do analysis, like skin analysis only, we do it using a machine.
So I've seen that you've done the next treatment, the next procedure. What exactly did you do?
Okay, so here I've just applied the enzyme exfoliant. This is an exfoliator. So most people know the granular ones, and they all do the similar job, though this one, it's a micro one. You won't have to see the granules themselves. But it's actually doing its job, like right now. If we are to ask our client how she's feeling, I just asked her, she said, I'm feeling some tingling and all, because it's doing the job. So actually...
So how many exfoliants are there, types of exfoliants? Just said there's granular, this is enzyme.
Okay, so we have the granular one, we have the enzyme, then the chemical exfoliant, that comes in form of glycolic, lactic, the acids. Then also the skin peel is also an exfoliant. Yes. So here we have the algae peel.
And is there like any better one that's better than the other?
Yeah, all I can say is when we now move into the chemical ones as well, and the algae, I can say, in as much as people say it's painful and all that, but it's good, because what it does is it like, if we are to look into the skin anatomy, we would see that we have 3 layers: the dermis, the epidermis, and the hypodermis. And the epidermis is where our cells are being produced on the lowest or the inner layer of the epidermis, which is the stratum basal. So when you are doing the algae peel, it will go deeper into the stratum basal, then it will provoke the cells to be rebuilt again. Fast movement and fast action and fast results.
Yeah, because my next question was, why do we need to exfoliate? We've done the double cleansing, we've done the toning. Isn't it just next to put a moisturizer, sunscreen, and go about? Like, why do we exfoliate?
Okay, so like I've just mentioned that we have 3 layers of the skin, and the epidermis is one of the layers where our cells are being produced. So on the stratum basal, as the cells are being produced, they grow and they will be moving until they get to the maturity stage. So from the lowest stage, whereby they'll be feeding from the dermis, where we get the nutrients and everything, they'll be soft, and as time goes on, as days goes on, they will be changing in terms of shape, in terms of their stiffness and all. So when they get to the top layer of the skin, the stratum corneum, you see that they would have sometimes died, and sometimes they would have thickened, and at this stage you see them, they become dead, and at this stage you see them, sometimes they discommate, where we say shedding off the skin. So in humans, it's different as compared to the snakes and the lizards, whereby you see the skin shading off. You can actually pick the skin and say this is the shell or the outer skin of the snake.
Yeah.
But with us humans, we actually shade as well. We shade just like what animals do, each and every animal do. But for us, it's invisible. So when you're doing the exfoliation, as the skin shades off, it actually rebuilds the cells. So it will be continuously, like it's a cycle sort of. So in this stage, after the exfoliation, we are going to be provoking the cells to rebuild very faster. At the same time as desquamation, it will take place, like it will be sped up. So sometimes some people, when they are desquamating, their skin, they shed off slower. But when you are doing the exfoliation, when you do the exfoliation, it will speed up the reaction. So at the same time, the new cells will be rebuilt. That's why I always say you need to check yourself, or you need to check your skin after 28 days. Maybe you would have done the peel, then you check your skin, because this is the time where the skin is rebuilding the cells. So we are actually provoking the skin to rebuild new cells.
And how many times is a person supposed to exfoliate? People have scrubs. And what also causes over-exfoliation? Is over-exfoliation healthy or?
Okay, so before I move on, one of the benefits that people should do when they are doing the exfoliation, when they do exfoliation, is when you do exfoliation, your skin will become brighter. Since you would have removed the dead skin cells, your skin becomes brighter and it becomes healthier.
My sister scrubs every day. I've seen her do it. And what are the causes of over-exfoliating?
Okay, all I can say is exfoliation should be done at least once in a week if you're doing the granular ones. That one you can do it maybe every Sunday, like what we always do. We always post on our status to say self-care Sunday, whereby you need to start a new week with a new skin. Then, as well as this enzymatic exfoliant, Amanda Harrod always say this one, she does it every week before she starts a new week with her family. They just apply it, then they leave it, so that when they are starting on a new week, they start with clean skin, with the new skin. But when it comes to chemical exfoliant, I would suggest that if it's the good thing or the good way of doing it is for you to do it maybe at least once in a month. Then if your skin is okay, after every 6 months will do for the algae peel. But over exfoliation is not recommended, because you would see that your skin becomes very sensitive after you've exfoliated, and sometimes you develop what you call erythema, which is the skin redness, and so it won't be good for your skin to be over exfoliated. So you need to tell your sister that exfoliating every day is not recommended. Rather, she should do it maybe at least once in a week. Yeah, I think that will be good for her skin, because now when she applies any product, she would have stripped off all the oils and everything on her skin. So when she does it every day, it won't work for the skin barrier will be damaged and the skin won't be healthy.
So you gave us different types of exfoliants. You said there's the chemical one, the granular one, the enzyme one. Can I do all this at home by myself?
No. There are some that you cannot do by yourself. There are some that need the professional help. You need to go to the professionals to do you. The likes of chemical peel, you can't do a chemical peel at home. You definitely can't do that, because sometimes you'd see that if someone says yes that it exfoliates, it removes the dead skin, instead of putting the actual amount, because they would want fast results, you will see someone putting over, or because they would want to say, I want my skin to look good, so let me do if I overdo it. So at the end of the day, we then go back to over exfoliating. So that's why it's not recommended for you to do it at home. As well as the algae peel, you need to go to the professionals to do you. But what you can do is maybe you can do the granular ones, and this one, the enzyme peel, the enzyme exfoliate, this one you can do at home. You can just buy it, then you do it at home. There are some DIYs, the exfoliants that you can do at home. You can use the millimil, mix it with your cleanser, or you can do the sugar and honey scrub. You can do the turmeric and honey, but turmeric mustn't be too much, because if it's the powder on its own, it might actually cause some irritation to your skin. But millimil and your cleanser, as well as sugar and honey, those ones, they are very safe to do at home. Okay. Same as steaming as well. You can also steam at home. I know that there are people who use the old way, the bucket and
cloth over.
You see, during the time of COVID, most people had beautiful skins because they would do it every day. And you would wonder why. Maybe it's because she's always indoors,
in the house.
But that thing of you doing it every day, because you didn't want to catch the COVID, so you do the steaming every day. So it came with a lot of benefits
to the skin without people even knowing.
Yes, without people even knowing that this is a good thing to do to your skin.
Okay. Right. So Gama, I've seen we've come to the LED part of the treatment, and I've seen people use those facial masks that also reflect the lights. Are these the same, like this professional equipment, compared to the ones that people use at home?
All I can say is they do similar jobs. But they are not the same. In terms of the strength, this is a clinical LED light, and that one you can use it at home. So maybe I'll just take you back to the exfoliation as well. That I said there are granules that you can use at home. Then there are professional peels. Same applies with the masks. This is a clinical LED mask that you can use, that can be used by the professionals. And then that one, you can use it at home because of the strength that is in it. It's not as strong as this one. So that's why it's designed for home use. Imagine if I'm to give you this light, then you say go and stay with it at home. You'll be doing it. You see every time you're putting your face on the LED light and all that. So the wavelength on this one as compared to the other one, it's also different. And the results that we get from the clinical LED light is compared to the one that we have, or the one that we use at home, is also different. So this one produces better results and fast results.
And I see there's a lot of lights flickering. I can see the red, blue, green. What's going on here? Can you take us through that?
Okay, so these different lights, they resemble different functions on the skin. The red light is for collagen production, stimulate collagen. It goes deeper into the dermis. Remember I said when I was explaining the skin structure, I said our skins have got 3 layers, which is the dermis, epidermis, and the hypodermis. So the dermis is where we find the collagen, where we find the elastin fibers, where we find the nutrients. So when this one goes deeper, it penetrates through the epidermis to the dermis. When it goes there, it gets there and it stimulates collagen production. It helps with anti-aging or wrinkles and fine lines. So the red light is good for that. Then we also have the blue light on this light as well. The blue light is for acne. If someone have got acne or inflammatory acne, the likes of the people call them the cystical acne, the nodules, the pustules and the papules, different types of acne. So this one, the blue light, it goes, then it heals the acne. At the same time, it reduces inflammation. So then we also have the green light. I remember when I said we are doing the LED facial, and we said the main benefit of the LED facial is for hyperpigmentation, skin brightening. So the green light helps in calming the skin. It also helps in brightening the skin. So it brightens the skin, it evens out the skin, mainly for skin brightening and anti-hyperpigmentation. I'm sure you understand what I'll be meaning when I say hyperpigmentation.
Yes.
Is the excess melanin production, or the down is that you...
When people have a dark forehead and patches all over.
Yes.
Okay. I've seen that you're done with the LED. What did you do after the LED procedure?
So after the LED procedure, I applied my client the moisturizer and the sunscreen. It's always important that you seal your every treatment with your sunscreen. Whether you're home, you are supposed to apply sunscreen, because sunscreen protects our skin from the UV rays, the ultraviolet burning, and the aging as well. So it's important that you apply sunscreen. Most people say, yeah, it's for black skin, it's for white skin, we have melanin, what you see. Some people say it's for ladies, it's not for guys, but sunscreen is inevitable. Everyone has to apply sunscreen.
So any aftercare advice or home care advice, things that our client is supposed to be doing when she gets home after the treatment?
Okay, first thing first, my client needs to always hydrate. You need to drink a lot of water, at least 2 liters going up each and every day. This will help your skin not to overproduce the sebum. It will also help the skin to always stay hydrated, as well as flushing out the unnecessary toxins. Then the other thing that I would recommend to you, my client, to do is to always make sure that you don't use your hands when you're washing your face. Use your palm. You don't use your towel when you're washing your face. You use your hands every time, and always remember to double cleanse. Be it in the morning, be it in the evening, always remember to double cleanse. Then the other thing is pillowcase. You need to change your pillowcase at least after every 2 days, if possible. And what you can get is, maybe if you're able to buy a pillowcase, you need to buy a satin one. A satin one is good because it doesn't trap the dirt. Then also, my client, I would recommend you to use products that will help on hyperpigmentation. Like here, the products that you can use to tackle the hyperpigmentation is the niacinamide good molecules toner. It helps in hyperpigmentation as well as minimizing pores and reducing the oversecretion of oils, where we are seeing the sebaceous filaments here. This is due to the excess oil production just under the eyes. Then the other thing that I would recommend you to do is you need to, even the sheets that you sleep on, they need to be always clean. And sunscreen is the main man of the game. Sunscreen at all times for your specific skin type. Like now we have just gotten to know that your skin type is a combination skin, so you need to get a specific skin sunscreen for your skin type, for your specific skin type. Don't just go if you see someone buying a Nivea sunscreen, sensitive or whatever, then you just rush to go and buy it. Now that you know your skin type, you are going to be guided on what products to use, as well as the cleansers. The salicylic cleanser will be good because I'm actually dealing with this. And then the other thing is, like we said, we are seeing the facial hairs, which is the supervillous hairs. Yeah, I would recommend you that when you come next time, we do the dermaplane facial, because the dermaplane facial will be exfoliating and removing the facial hairs that you have on your face. so that when you want to apply your makeup will sit well, or maybe if you just want to go out, your skin will be a bit brighter. And yeah, I think that is what I can advise you for now. Yeah.
And I can see a little bit of redness after the treatment. Any contractions that...
Okay, so during the facial, there are some contractions that you may encounter. The redness that you're seeing, we call it erythema. This is due to exfoliation. This is also due to extraction that we did. We did the extractions, we did the exfoliation, and the steamer as well. It might sometimes bring that redness, the erythema. So that's one of the contractions that you may find after you do this LED facial. Then the other thing is we were using the enzyme exfoliant. So the enzyme exfoliant, you might be feeling some tingling, and you just need to know that it's normal and it might disappear in a few hours. Then the other thing that I'd forgotten about, the aftercare advice: do not touch your face. Not forever, but during this session, I would recommend you not to touch your face, because you will be spreading bacteria and all that. So even if after you are done with this, do not touch your face. Do not be someone who is like all over your face. So if you feel like touching your face, don't touch your face, because it might spread the bacteria to your face. And the makeup as well, you can't be applying makeup from now until 24 hours, because your skin, the pores are open, and it's a bit sensitive because we extracted, we opened the pores, we did this. So if you are to put makeup, it might cause irritation.
And that brings us at the end of today's episode. We hope you learned a thing or two about our LED treatment and see that this is something definitely worth trying. Remember, healthy skin starts with consistency and understanding what works best for your skin type. Until next time, which is next Wednesday, stay healthy, stay hydrated, and keep well. Bye.